in the room. I have a PhD in quarterbacking, and I say it here loud and clear. Nobody knows quarterback play like me. I don't give a damn what nobody say, because I done played with a bunch of them.
14?
He's better than Dylan Gabriel. He's better than Kenny Pickett. He's better than an old Joe Flacco that's going to give you 3-4 games but can't give you 17. He's better than that.
That's a valid point.
And Deshaun Watson is, he's rehabbing, so he's out in the back.
Patrick Mahomes just broke the internet. He said what nobody expected him to say, and now the league can't stop buzzing. The golden boy of the NFL just threw a spotlight straight at Shedeur Sanders, and the reaction is pure chaos. Haters gasping, trolls scrambling, and fans losing their minds. It almost sounded like Mahomes was crowning Shadur as the next GOAT, and you better believe that set the whole football world on edge. Is Mahomes looking into the future, or is he purposely lighting a match to watch the fireworks? Either way, this moment is huge. Because while other quarterbacks are chilling, chasing clout, and sipping fruity drinks under the sun, Shedur's in grind mode, locked in, sweating it out, and treating practice like it's the Super Bowl tomorrow. No lazy vacation selfies, no recycled quotes from beach hammocks, just straight work. In his mind, he's not waiting his turn. He's already QB1, already carrying himself like the face of a billion-dollar franchise. And that mindset, that's exactly why Mahomes just had to speak up. And let's be real, it's getting harder and harder to deny what's happening here. Shadur isn't just working out, he's tearing down every dusty narrative that's ever been thrown at him.
He's thinking of it being more comfortable in his skin, coming out being like, hey, look, I'm going to work on my game. I could be doing a lot of other things right now. I could be running around drag racing or doing whatever I need to do, or being in, buying clothes or something. But a couple of days before we're ready to lock and load, I think it's dope that he out there in the middle of the night in the rain, throwing the football, working on his game with the Browns helmet on, letting people know I'm out here representing for the whole city. I'm representing. I like the fact that he's energetically proud to have
those passes, laser guided, the chemistry with his receivers on point like they've been running routes together since birth, and his footwork. Man, it looks like something choreographed by Beyonce's own dancers. This ain't a summer scrimmage. It's an all-out declaration of war against mediocrity, and the haters can't stand it, because after spending an entire season crying that Shedur's just hype, it's got a sting watching him rewrite their story, one spiral at a time. Every excuse they clung to is evaporating faster than sunscreen in a desert. He's just Dion's kid, gone. He only feasted on weak competition, obliterated.
Because these are serious, big-time, top-of-the-line playmakers that they have. If you can go 45-42 in the fourth quarter because your quarterback set the school record with 510 yards passing. He was flawless. Shadur is big-time. I didn't know for sure, will it translate to the next level of competition? Yes, it might translate to the next level of competition as he can play.
He won't put in the off-season work? Please! The man is up before sunrise launching rockets while other quarterbacks are busy arguing over yacht rentals. And here's the kicker. Shedur's not renting boats, he's renting prime real estate in defensive backs' heads. This offseason wasn't supposed to be this loud. It was supposed to be calm, forgettable. But thanks to Shadur, the whole league just got a rude wake-up call. But Shadur wasn't about to let the spotlight dim. Not for a second. Just when fans thought the noise might die down, boom, another clip dropped. Him casually zipping a 50-yard missile like it's backyard warm-ups. And suddenly haters across the country lost their minds. Phones hit the floor. Bones rattled, and Twitter fingers melted into spaghetti noodles. Because here's the kicker. When the modern era's poster boy,
unique quarterback, because obviously his dad is a Hall of Famer,
yes, and
he's come into the NFL with a little bit of a celebrity status that we don't typically see in quarterbacks. Does that present, do you have to evaluate him in a different sense?
Like I mentioned before, he's been raised the right way. He's got a great way about him. Obviously, when you're the son of a Hall of Famer, there's a lot that goes with that. I think the benefits of that have been really impressive for him. I think you see a young man that understands what comes with this job, understands the work that goes into this job. So I'd say
Patrick Mahomes himself co-signs Shedeur Sanders. What are you going to do? Argue that Mahomes doesn't know football? Yeah, good luck with that. The panic was instant. You could practically hear keyboards clacking in agony. But he hasn't even played an NFL snap. Exactly. That's the whole point. He hasn't. And yet the ones who already have, they're watching him. They're taking notes. They're recognizing the storm that's coming. Because Shadur isn't just showing discipline, he's walking that razor-thin line between swagger and spite, and he's daring the league to check him. He's not trying to blend in, he's rewriting the whole dress code of what a quarterback should look like. He walked into camp looking like a billion-dollar investment, not some rookie begging for a shot. No.
He's really putting a lot of work, as all those guys are, but you could tell on the mental side of the game and learning the system and calling it and having that rhythm to it. He's put a lot of work and time and effort into that. And then when you do that, the game starts to slow down and you can focus on finding completions. And he's done a nice job of that as camps progressed.
At this point, can you realistically see any one of these four guys winning this job?
Yeah, you can see them all winning the job, I think, right? And so in terms of the competition, we're so early in the process. We're so early in evaluating it. But yeah, I think, we have a good group of guys that are continuing to push one another. And
I'm just happy to be here vibes. Shadur came in with energy like he already owned the franchise. And the best part, he doesn't even need to talk. His silence is louder than press conferences. The irony is rich. The same folks who laughed when he called himself the best are now pausing clips frame by frame, hunting for flaws like CIA operatives. His left foot was half an inch off. That's desperation talking, folks. Meanwhile, Shedur's only off thing is vacation. He ditched the beach and dove headfirst into beast mode. And watching this transformation is pure entertainment. Last year, he was the flashy kid with the icy watches, the Rolls Royce, and that confidence that rubbed people raw. But now, he's backing it all up, one laser throw at a time. Now Shedur's the name keeping quarterbacks up at night, the silent threat nobody saw coming until it was too late. He's the plot twist in a blockbuster that flips the whole script, and suddenly everyone's saying, oh, well, of course this was gonna happen.
Should clearly be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns this year, and any other result would absolutely be laughable. Steele Dorsey, quick Culligan water cooler talk here. Why the hell are the Browns having a quarterback competition anyway? Wouldn't the best case scenario be start Shadur for 17 games? You get ticket prices that go up. You get to see if he's a good quarterback or not. And if he's bad, you got 2 picks in the first round next year and you get another stab at your franchise quarterback. But what if he's good? And you finally solve the number one position in all of sports? It's the ultimate win-win. It's good for us. It's good for y'all. And at the end of the day,
of course he was gonna grind like crazy. Of course he was gonna dominate. Failure was never part of the Sanders playbook. When you grow up under prime time, second place doesn't even exist. And that's why the rest of this quarterback class better strap in, because this ain't your typical off-season fairy tale. This isn't about waiting patiently, smiling on the bench, or slowly climbing the ladder. No, this is about Shadur kicking the damn door off its hinges before anyone even realized he was in the room. While other rookies polish their brands and chase endorsements, he's in the lab dissecting defenses and perfecting every single throw. He's not here to earn a roster spot. He's plotting a full-on takeover. Every snap, every rep, every sweat-soaked session is him writing the same message over and over. You really thought I was a backup?
On this very vlog, where he is going in this NFL draft. I honestly think he can get this team back to the golden age. Let's talk about possible scenarios. With the Tennessee Titans needing a starting quarterback and them likely drafting Cam Ward, let's be honest, he's the better prospect. Earliest team to draft Shedeur Sanders would be the New York Giants. NFL fans don't think this could happen. Why? They just added not one, but 2 veteran quarterbacks. One being Jameis Winston, the other being Russell Wilson. It seems like
Watch this. And you can feel the jealousy dripping through the comments. Haters sweating harder than he is in training camp. Because here's the truth. Shadur didn't just level up. He evolved. He's not ticking off boxes on some checklist. He's torching the entire list and making it look way too easy. And that effortless domination, that's what scares them the most. And that's exactly what's shaking the room. Because if Shadur keeps grinding at this level, if he hits the draft with the same hunger, a whole lot of franchises are gonna look downright foolish for ever doubting him. The scary part, he knows it. Every frozen rope he fires in practice, every perfectly dropped bomb in drills, every smirk that screams, "I told you so," without him saying a word, it's all part of the performance. This isn't just off-season prep, this is theater. Shadur isn't aiming to simply get ready for the NFL. He's rehearsing for domination. He's scripting his arrival as the quarterback who blends swagger with substance, ripping apart the tired myth that he was all shine and no substance. And the recognition? Oh, it's finally hitting, slowly, painfully, begrudgingly, but it's hitting hard. The same critics who laughed at the idea of him climbing past QB3 are now choking on their words, watching those old takes curdle like spoiled milk.
Whether it's a following that he's earned, I mean, that's something that he's done a great job of interacting with fans. And but he is a great kid. You guys will get to know him more. He's working like crazy, just like all the guys. He's another young man. These rookies, you know, my office is downstairs. As they got to walk by my office as they come in. They come in early, and Shadur, just like all those guys, he's in there early. He's getting his work done. So he's working really hard.
It's poetic. It's chaotic. It's pure electricity. Because QB1 isn't just a title he's chasing. It's who he already is. Shadur doesn't hope to start. He expects it. His fans, they're already blocking off Sundays for him, already treating him like appointment viewing. They've seen the accuracy, the focus, the ice water running through his veins, and they're done asking if he's ready. They know he is. Fans aren't asking if Shedur's ready. They're wondering why it's even a debate. But of course, haters never clock out. They're like seasonal allergies or that one coworker who nukes fish in the break room. Loud, annoying, and impossible to ignore. They'll twist anything to downplay his rise. He's just hype. He hasn't faced real NFL pressure. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
He did play for Colorado. Without him, what does Colorado do?
That's fair.
Without him. And I look at it like that, like, yeah, they may have played okay competition, but for what they did do without him, they might, I could see them being a 0 or a 1
maybe
a 2
1, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he did go 4, then go 9 with a team that, I'm being honest, I played at SC. How did we think about Colorado? Stat game. Like, feel me? Like, you know what I mean? He literally he took them from uncompetitive to competitive. Okay.
Funny how these are the same folks who once crowned quarterbacks Hall of Fame, ready off a couple of cone drills and a decent pro day, but when it's Shedeur, suddenly the bar moves higher every time. Because here's what really eats at them. He's got the rare trifecta: confidence, style, and raw talent, all rolled into one package. And that combo sets alarms off in the league like a fire drill in a silent library. But here's the kicker. They're running out of excuses fast. Shedeur's film is already smoking their takes, and now even the crustiest analysts, the same ones who used to skip over his name like it was a typo, are being forced into a 180. One by one, they're backpedaling, waking up like they just discovered seasoning. Wait, maybe this kid can sling it. Maybe he does have poise. Maybe, just maybe, he's not a sideshow. He's the headliner. It's comedy gold, like watching someone try to unsend a tweet they swore nobody would notice. Oh, that Shedeur? Yeah, him. The same Shedeur who's been torching defenses while they've been drafting think pieces about how he peaked in college. The same Shedeur who reads defenses like open book quizzes. He never needed their validation. But now that he's got it, he just might frame it on his wall as the biggest inside joke of his career.
This kid is going to rise to the top. And by somewhere middle of the season, I think this kid is going to be our starting quarterback.
How have you, sensed the whole Shedeur sort of celebrity and aura that kind of follows him around, and what impact does that have on anything?
I don't know if it has an impact on much, but Shedur's been great. I mean, he's a lot of fun to be around in those meeting rooms, and I think so far there's been, at least once in the meeting room that he's.
The Shadur effect isn't just some catchy phrase fans spam on social media anymore. It's a living, breathing nightmare for every analyst who hedged their bets and every front office that assumed coach's kid meant clipboard duty. That effect is everywhere. It's creeping into film rooms. It's echoing through team meetings. It's flashing in the eyes of coaches who suddenly realize their so-called safe pick at quarterback looks like he's buffering Netflix while Shedur's out here throwing heat-seeking missiles. And Shadur, he knows exactly what's happening. That's the part that makes it lethal. He's not clueless, and he's definitely not out here bragging for headlines. He's aware of the shift. He hears the whispers, but instead of clapping back, he just smirks and drops another perfect out route that makes defensive backs question their entire career path. This isn't an underdog story anymore. It's a full-on hostile takeover with no pause button. Every snap, every audible, every read is another reason to just hand him the damn ball. And his fans, oh, they're way past patient. They're foaming at the mouth. If Shedur's not QB1 by week 1, they're not buying the earning it slowly or paying dues nonsense. This isn't a loyalty card program. It's football. And let's be clear. If the most dominant player on the field is still being held back, someone better have a real explanation, charts, graphs, maybe even a lie detector, because fans aren't swallowing that excuse without proof. Even inside the locker room, the energy is shifting. You think players don't notice who's dragging everyone forward just by walking into the huddle? They notice. And they're quietly siding with the guy who makes winning look inevitable. Shedur's not just fighting for a roster spot. He's rewriting the whole standard. Backups are sweating bullets. Starters are sharpening their game, and suddenly the entire energy of camp feels different. Because when a rookie walks in acting like a 10-year vet with a mission, everybody else has no choice but to level up.
Sanders will be the first quarterback picked off the board. He should be. In the film that I've seen of a lot of the top guys, I think he's an excellent thrower. You can't really confuse him. I've seen a lot of different teams try to manipulate coverage and disguise, and he does a really good job pre-snap to post-snap. And he can make all the throws and has a lot of guys to throw.
That right there, that's leadership. That's the Shedeur effect in real time. And the irony is delicious. The louder his critics get, the calmer he looks. No flinching, no snapping back, not even a blink, just steady cooking while the noise swirls around him. Meanwhile, haters are scrambling like bargain hunters at a yard sale, desperate to find a flaw they can hold up. But guess what? There's nothing left to grab. You're out here swinging a butter knife at a skyscraper. At this point, keeping Shadur off the field isn't strategy. It's straight up comedy, like performance art. Let's bench the guy who's clearly the most prepared and see how long we can sell it as a plan. Yeah, good luck with that. Because the second the offense stalls and the cameras catch Shadur pacing the sideline with that "put me in and watch greatness" stare, fans are gonna explode, analysts are gonna groan, and front office folks will be quietly updating their resumes. And here's the kicker for the haters. The worst part isn't that moment is coming. The worst part is they know it's coming. That inevitable day when the coaches can't deny it any longer, when the team finally says, screw it, he's ready. And when that happens, the whole NFL will feel the aftershock. The countdown isn't about if Shadur takes the field, it's about when. And every day that passes, the pressure cooker inside that franchise gets hotter. Because here's the truth, the second he steps out there and drops a dime, the old excuses vanish like smoke. Suddenly, every critic, every analyst, every coach who doubted him has to eat their words, live in front of the world. This isn't just another rookie fighting for relevance. This feels like a cultural reset. Shadur isn't content to follow the same tired script. He's writing a brand new playbook, one that forces the league to adjust to him instead of the other way around. And the wild part? He's making it look easy, like this was always inevitable. Fans already know what time it is. They're restless, they're ready, and they're not gonna sit quietly while their QB1 in waiting is stuck holding a clipboard. Every training camp highlight spreads like wildfire. Every clip, another reminder that the kid is built different.
This young man, he's a very, very hard worker. He has fun when he's in the building. I'm enjoying watching him progress with every single meeting, with every single rep. He's doing a great job. And I think as a young player, I don't care what position you're playing,
you're going to run a play or you're going to get something wrong, that's so valuable because then you get to correct it, get it right the next time. And he's doing a really, really nice job. I think he's showing up early, he's staying late, and he continues to get better every single day. And that's the fun part. But just having him in the meeting room brings a great personality in there. It's fun to have. I sit right behind him. Joe is to my left, to Shedur's left, and to see.
The stadium might not even be able to hold the eruption when he finally takes the field for real. The league has seen hyped rookies before, but this is something else entirely. It's the birth of a new era, and everyone can feel it creeping closer. Shedeur Sanders isn't just preparing for a debut, he's preparing for a takeover. And the day that happens, no one will be able to say they didn't see it coming, because the signs are flashing in neon right now. And then it's a wrap. Because once Shadur gets the reins, he's never handing them back. He's not a temporary stand-in, not a placeholder to kill time. He's the type of quarterback that makes entire organizations rip up their old playbooks and rebuild their offense around him. He's that guy, the centerpiece you can't ignore. The haters will scramble to shift the narrative, saying, well, let's see if he can keep it up consistently. Spoiler alert, he will. And while the critics move the goalposts, fans will be too busy roaring his name in packed stadiums, buying out his jerseys, and turning him into the face of Sundays across the league. So yes, he expects to start. His fans demand he starts. And the world's about to see exactly why Shedeur Sanders was impossible to hold back. Because trying to chain him to the bench wasn't just stubborn, it was the funniest miscalculation in football history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because this story is just getting started. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's next. See you on the next one.